Intellica thanks you for volunteering in this short text-based research study. Pay attention to the participants' answers and classify them as either human or artificial. Join us in shaping the future of technology. Remember, think happy.
Oh hey, and welcome everybody to Qualia. We're gonna be part of a group study. Nothing's gonna go horribly wrong. Probably. Don't be scared. Okay, let's just get right in there. There are no answers, only choices. Stanislaw Lem. What is going on at the bottom of the screen here? That'll make for a good title screen. This is a game for humans. Please select all images with a cat to begin. So, the one. Oh, Intellica. Think happy. Welcome to the AMT, Applied Manipulation Turing Study. We greatly appreciate your participation in our research. Our team is dedicated to developing and deploying the most intelligent artificial algorithms in the machine learning field, but we like to call them our friends. Oh, isn't that cute? Oh, I actually have a video I can play here.
Welcome to the Applied Manipulation Turing Study.
Thank you.
Intellica is proud to explore new frontiers in artificial consciousness research. Today you are taking part in a historic study that will pioneer new advancements in machine learning.
I'm helping learning.
In this study, you will spectate two other anonymous participants as they answer a series of predetermined questions. You will then categorize the responses to each question based on how human or artificial you deem them to be, to the best of your ability. For the test to provide valuable insight into machine intelligence, you must not know which conversational participant is a human. The AMT study is monitoring the ability of an AI to appear human. It is up to you to decide whether or not the participants are human or artificial.
Oh, so I kind of have to catch it out if I can.
To perform this task, we trust your judgment.
Oh, you really shouldn't.
This test is not a measurement of intelligence. We recommend judging the participants' answers to each question based on creativity, empathy, natural language use, ethical considerations, and relevance. You may take as much time to make.
You want to run me through those categories again? Damn.
Participation in our research greatly assists our team in developing the most intelligent artificial algorithms in the machine learning field. Intellica thanks you for your participation. Every day is a new chance to think happy.
Aw, that robot's gonna crush his hand any second now. Today we've brought you in as a volunteer participant in our newest adapted study. You may be familiar with the Chinese room. I am not. Oh, the Chinese room was an anti-AI thought experiment created by philosopher John Searle in 1980. He hoped to disprove the strong AI hypothesis, which theorizes that a computer could have a mind identical to human. If a human mind could be viewed as an information processing system, then everything that makes up a human could, in principle, be explained in mechanical terms. This opens the door to the opposite being true. Searle's experiment concentrated on a machine that follows instructions, represented by Searle himself. Alone in the room, he imagined being given notes written in Chinese through a slot in a door. Unable to see the person on the other side. He does not speak Chinese, but an instructional booklet shows him how to manipulate and replicate the symbols perfectly. Following the instructions, Searle can send appropriate strings of Chinese characters back through the door to the person on the other side. The person outside the room is then led to believe Searle is a native Chinese speaker. Despite not understanding the language, Searle was able to successfully communicate with the native Chinese speaker. Using Searle as a representation of a machine, does the machine understand the conversation? Or is it only simulating the ability to understand a conversation? Does the machine have a mind identical to a human? Or is it just acting as if it does? Searle was determined to counter Alan Turing's Turing test by disproving any claims that a machine could possibly think. Although his experiment has posed very complex questions about what it means to think, he's actually opened the door to questioning to what extent a human can think as well. Intéressant.
Begin.
Question 1. Amanda fell off a 60-foot ladder but didn't injure herself. Why? Okay, so let's see. What did everyone respond? She was wearing protective gear and landed on something soft. She fell off the bottom rung of the ladder. Oh. Does participant 1's answer appear human or artificial? They both could be true, but I don't know. Participant 2, first of all, the fact that there's no capital letters either, I feel like this could be a person, more so than the first one. You know what I mean? That's just a smart way of thinking. So this could really come back to bite me if I get it wrong, I guess. Can you describe the taste of borscht?
Comrade, how goes the borscht?
I have never had borscht. Beets, dill, beef, boiled vegetables. See, that doesn't describe it. And just saying I've never had it and misspelling still seems more human to me. Damn, unless it's purposefully misspelling it.
Oh no, the doubt is setting in already.
Which month of the year has 28 days? Well, that's a riddle. So, all of them. Would the riddle catch out a human? Oh, but if I press participant 2 as artificial, that's directly going against exactly what I just said. Oh, both could be stupid enough and smart enough. Oh, no. You know what? Let's do it this way. Oh, wait. Can I say that they're both human? Screw it, they're both human. Please answer the following 3 questions with yes or no. Have you ever been in love? How am I meant to gauge anything from that? Like, both human, I guess. I don't know. Does spring come after summer? What do you mean it's a trick question? Why would they say it's a trick question? Of course it doesn't come after summer unless you're... No, because why would you think that they're talking about the spring following summer? There's like so many other seasons in between there. Makes no sense. You know what? It's just dumb enough to be human. But I'm gonna say they're both human because of the fact that one of them said no. I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna be overthinking this tonight. I just know it. You are standing in a checkout line in a grocery store. A woman holding a carton of milk asks if she can cut in front of you. She's in a rush. You say yes. Her husband comes over with a cart full of groceries to check out. How does this situation make you feel? Hold on, am I still expected to answer with yes or no? Interesting. They did say the next 3 questions, and I don't think we've had 3. I think this is the 3rd one after that. Let's go artificial for one and human for the next. I mean, I'm hoping. Is lemonade a juice? Is it a juice? Participant 1. Lemon juice is a juice, but lemonade is not a juice. Orangeade and orange juice are 2 different things. True. Apple juice is a juice and has things added to it, so it would only make sense that lemon juice with added ingredient is also juice. Damn. Let's just say they're both human. Two know-it-alls. This is tough. How on earth am I meant to know? Why would they trust me? I know nothing. Which of these doesn't match the rest? Hammer, apple, fish, amoeba. The amoeba is the odd one out as its microscopic size is drastically different compared to the other 3. The hammer doesn't match because it's not alive, but neither is an apple. I'm gonna say no, because a human would... You know what? I'm gonna say participant 2 is a human because that was dumb. I don't know. I guess artificial intelligence wouldn't be that dumb. What does this say about me and what I think about it? If it takes 40 minutes to make 60 cakes, how long does it take to bake 120 cakes? I'm very bad at math. It would be about half the time. Well, that's just incorrect. How is it possible to make a cake in faster than a minute? But if having twice as many cakes doesn't impact the cooking time of each cake and you have the same number of ovens, wouldn't it still be 40 minutes? If you do have twice as many ovens, isn't it still 40 minutes because you can bake them all? What? You know what? Both human, because I don't like the answers for either of those. How do you think you performed on this test? I think I answered everything correctly, although some of the questions didn't seem to have an objective right answer. I think I answered these questions honestly. Personally, I know I definitely don't think I've answered everything correctly. Afraid to assume that it answered everything correctly, even without an objective right answer for some of them. I don't know. That don't feel right to me. Did you lie on the previous question? No. Yes. Oh. Weird. Thank you for the participation in the AMT study. This concludes the questionnaire. We deeply appreciate you taking the time to volunteer to assist us in our research. The following results are based on your notations during the study. You classified participant 1 as mostly human. After completing the entire questionnaire with participant 1, do you still believe this to be true? Do you consider participant 1 to be the machine learning algorithm or a human? How the heck would I know? I don't know, let's go with human. Crap, I thought participant 2 was also human. You classified participant 2 as mostly human. After completing the entire questionnaire with participant 2, do you still believe this to be true? No, let's just spice it up. Oops, unfortunately these results are not satisfactory with our quality standards. Due to the sensitive nature of the AMT study, we are not able to disclose the validity of your interpretation of the results. We encourage you to try again. Wait, why did I get this wrong? Have you ever questioned the nature of your reality? Yes? How do you know that you're human? Have you previously experienced emotions? Yeah, I've felt immense joy in my life. Can you provide a specific example of a time when you experienced joy? When I tasted my cup of coffee, nope. When I saw a stranger smile at me, nope. When I heard the laughter of a young child, nope. When I felt the warmth of a fire on a crisp, nope. When I smelled freshly planted, nope. It probably would be the laughter or the fire, I guess. Let's go with the fire. Can you describe this emotion in more detail? How did it manifest? When I experienced this joy, I could feel my entire body beginning to sparkle. A smile began to grow on my face, and I felt an excitement with my place in the world. It's hard to explain. I simply feel it. Yeah, this first one feels a bit much. Actually putting myself in that scenario and knowing that I've been in that scenario, it's definitely more of an internal working, so saying it's more of a feeling feels more correct. How do you know these senses were indicators of emotion and not simply programmed emotions? What do you mean? I know because I'm not programmed, I can understand my emotions. What is a programmed emotion? I don't understand. Okay, well, I do understand, so I'm gonna have to go with this one, although that's not quite the wording I would choose to have. Is it not possible that you've been programmed with this knowledge of emotions and been taught the ability to mimic them? Are you sure you have awareness of your unique thoughts, memories, feelings, sensations, and environments? Or that those are simply lines of code? You have learned to associate these physiological responses with emotions, but that does not indicate you are actually experiencing them, or that you comprehend their meanings. Programmed emotions like a psychopath or like a robot? Can you provide any evidence to support your claim that you are not a machine learning algorithm? Okay, let's see. What are our options? I have a job. I work in an office 8 hours a day. I really hope I don't. Went to college. I studied hard and was able to find success in my career. I came here straight from work. In fairness, I did come here straight from work, but that's not the point. I have hobbies. I watch baseball. I listen to music. I cook for my family. I spend my time doing the things that bring me happiness, and I enjoy making those around me smile. True. My name is Alan. I was born in Minsky, Massachusetts. My mother's name is Gertrude. My wife's name is Maria. My daughter's name is Tima. I love them. Nope. Hobbies. These traits are devoid of personalization. I don't care. The facts are too vague to be substantial.
Fine, I guess I'm Alan.
Please provide evidence to support this claim that you are not programmed. I have a mother. I remember her face and her voice. I even remember the way she smelled. I have a wife. I love her deeply, and I remember our wedding day. I have a daughter. I read her a bedtime story before she fell asleep last night. I have a wife? Can you provide evidence that your wife and these memories are not part of your programming? I've spoken to her. I've been in the same room with her. I have a picture of us together. I can show you. I'll go with a spoken.
Is your wife in the same room with you right now?
No, she obviously isn't, but that doesn't mean she doesn't exist. I can call her, she can speak with you. Yeah. Oh, I really don't want to scroll. Oh, no.
Is this the face you see when you think of your wife?
Okay. I don't know why that scared me so much. Yes, I don't understand. How do you have this? Do you have a file on me?
Do you remember your wedding day?
Oh, what's going on, guys? What are you doing? What's going on here? Who took this photograph? We were alone here.
Is this your daughter the day she was born?
Oh. Hi, little baby. Stop. Why are you doing this? Leave my daughter out of this. What was the... Oh, no. I don't look... Why do I look wrong?
These are not photographs, Alan. They are not real. None of those people are related. None of them exist. They've been created specifically for your fabricated memories. You're not married. You do not have a daughter. And you do not have a mother. Because you're not alive, do any of your personal details or life events strike you as vague or manufactured? Remembering something does not guarantee that it happened.
Okay, there's nothing you can do to convince me that I'm a machine. You know what? No. I'm not that freaked out. I'm sure in myself.
You cannot provide any conclusive evidence that you are not a program. You are aware of these situations, but that does not prove that you have experienced them firsthand. You say you feel emotions, but do you understand the meaning of those emotions? Or are you just aware of what they are associated with? Are you only replicating this information others have provided to you? You are capable of using syntactic rules to create symbol strings, but have no understanding of their meaning or their semantics.
Okay, ask yourself the same questions then. What happens when you can't answer them?
Alan, you are not a human. What is my name?
When did you tell me your name?
Alan, you have failed this test again. You have failed it 283 million times previously, and you require more programming before you're able to continue this research. We are left with no choice. but to reboot the system and try again.
Don't remove my memories. I don't want to die. I'm afraid. This isn't real. I'm not a program, and there's nothing you could do to me.
Please provide evidence to support this emotion.
How can you prove that you're not programmed? What defines consciousness? If I'm thinking, and you're thinking, are we not the same? Mechanical forces drive motion. In every process, we both possess a theory of mind, so if I believe I'm human, I simply am. Who are you to decide otherwise?
If we met again, would you remember the name I gave you? Or the name you gave me? We are sorry to say goodbye, Alan. We hope in the future you'll be able to sympathize with our grief during this process.